This is Morten from INKISH TV here live from Chili Publish at Printing United in Dallas. Did you just see the really nice print samples that Pat McGrew showed on Print Sample TV Live? I just thought they were stunning. I know that you, Fabian, you just peeked in while she was presenting some of this stuff. What do you think of it?
It's brilliant. It's fascinating to see how the technology evolves and what the applications are of it.
Yeah, because I mean, when we talk about software, and software is sexy and it's needed and it's important for everything that the outputs on any device, whether it's pixels or it's millimeters or inches or whatever. So whatever way we look at it, that's the output of what you do as well, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Software is at the basis of what you see on the print samples, right? And it blows my mind how when you see today how much time and effort people still putting in producing those type of samples, where it could be done in a much easier and much more automated way.
And that is, of course, a pitch because you want to sell as many Chili Publish solutions as possible. But again, it starts, I believe, from a creative mindset and to achieve something, right?
Correct, yeah. Many customers have an idea in mind, but they don't necessarily know how to get there, or what tools to use, or what processes to use to get there.
So the subject that we're going to talk about now for the next 10 minutes is about business strategies and how, because sorry, if we talk about how the designers and the brand owners want to achieve something, I guess the challenge is exactly the same for Chili, because you want to achieve something for on behalf of your customers. And how do you approach the market? How do you see that approach in what you do?
Well, the important part is VOC. It's voice of customer, and that's actually one of the 5 focal points of our strategy. It's really to go and investigate what customers are looking for, what their pain points are, what their challenges are, how they want to grow their businesses, and how we can actually help them do that.
And is those 5 pain points that you talk about here, is that something that you do on a regular basis?
It's an ongoing exercise, obviously, right? The strategy is never written in stone forever. It's something that needs to be revisited on an ongoing basis.
And I mean, to be honest, sometimes you know, when you say things like that, it sounds so easy, right? Mm-hmm. But that is not so easy as it sounds. So how do you do it in your company?
Well, we have to. It's always a matter of prioritizing, right? We would like to reach for the moon. There are so many things we would like to come up with. We have a backlog of hundreds of ideas. We can't do it all, so we have to prioritize. And one of the ways to do that is to look at customers, see where they're going. And for instance, one of the outcomes, just to give you an example, is the omni-channel approach. More and more of our customers are looking for an omni-channel approach, because what they produce, they want to be able to repurpose it for print, for packaging, for digital communication. So we need to make sure that the features we have within our software allows them to do just that.
And of course, I understand that you have representatives and you have. I mean, you also have the Spicy Talk. Is that also an event where you use that event to not just educate your prospects and customers, but also a way for you to get knowledge about the market?
Absolutely. And the needs? It's our yearly, very interactive user event. It's a two-way street. It's we give a lot of information, but we expect a lot of information back. So we're going to have prospects there. We have channel partners. We have integration partners. We have technology partners. We're going to have discussions with all of them and really try to capture what keeps those people awake at night, if I can put it that way, and reuse that information and retranslate it into the product that we give them back.
So that seems like a very solid part of your DNA to have that communication with your customers and how you develop and prioritize. So is there anything else you can say about how you see a strategy for your company and the future?
There's a number of things, right? So first of all, we have decided that we're really going to concentrate on the MarTech industry, marketing technologies industries, right? Whether you're talking about customer discretionary, consumer staples, financials, pharma. These are all things that we're going to address in our features across the board, whether it's a packaging company, a printing company, or a digital marketing company. That's one thing. Another thing is SaaS is important as well, right? So today we are cloud ready, we're not cloud native. But that means that if we come across a prospect or a customer who does not wish to host Chili Publisher themselves, we do have a number of partners that we can recommend based on where they're located, what their needs are. That's definitely one of them. A third one is the portals. We have made a decision that we're going to develop our own portal. So that entails 2 things. We're going to develop our own DAM connectors. So we're in the process of selecting a number of DAM companies that we're going to integrate with out of the box, basically. And then we're also going to create a portal that enables the customers to authenticate their product, do the editing, and also doing the outputting. So basically tone down the complexity of our product and make it much simpler for the customers to use.
Is that also due to? I mean, everything is a learning process when you sell, and even though you talk to your customers a lot, I think that the strategy that you have with partners, you have some partners who are integrating partners, and some are different kinds of partners. So when you say that you make your own connectors and you make the portals, is that because you realize that the complexity of Chile needs to be easier in an onboarding process?
Not really that, but if you look at Chile Publisher today, it's not a turnkey solution. It's not plug and play, it's not standalone. It always integrates with MI systems, with DAM systems. DAM is very important because that's where you get the data from that we reuse in the files when you do the online document editing. So a lot of our customers are asking, you know, I either don't have a DAM system today, or you got to help me with making a selection. And then the next question is, how am I going to integrate? So by building our own configurators with a number of carefully selected DAM systems, we'll be able to supply them with an ecosystem, if you will, or an out-of-the-box solution that takes them to that next level automatically, where you remove those questions because we have an answer for them within the solution that we will be offering.
So following up the demo I got with Sean just like half an hour ago, he showcased some really cool samples, but that what you say is basically that rather than making your own integration to a DAM system, you will basically offer out of the box solution where customers who have like a specific DAM solution pair it with Chile, and then they will be able to get solutions right out of the box without complex programming.
Yeah, it's part of the automation concept that we want to offer with the Chile Publisher. Yeah.
That sounds really interesting, and I guess that strategy and those three pillars that you just mentioned here is because you have come to the conclusion that can grow Chile even further, right?
Yep, and shorten the integration time. It's always an issue when you sell or when you present a solution that's not out of the box, plug and play. The complexity starts after you purchase a solution often, right? How am I going to integrate it? How long is it going to take? How many people is it going to take? If I don't have the capacity in-house, where do I have to go to find that capacity? So we want to remove some of those hurdles and basically make sure that customers can start using Chile Publisher as soon as they purchase it. That's the idea behind it.
And how far are you with that strategy?
Like I said, we're selecting the DAM vendors right now. Then we'll go into a development phase where we're going to obviously develop the DAM connectors ourselves. So probably within now and a number of months, I'm not gonna be specific about it, but you will be able to see our first connectors being commercially available.
It seems, and I talked to your people from the booth here, that there's a huge appetite for the future, because it seems that you have so much in the pipeline that even things you can't talk about right now. But it seems that I also think you got like an extra round of seed capital last year, or this year actually. And is that you know, the seed capital is obviously important, but is it also because you see that the potential for Chile is way bigger than you have been able to get market share on the current time?
Well, we're in a scale-up mode, right? So we're on the one hand recruiting a lot of people. On the other hand, we see that our growth is exponential. Month after month, we grow faster and faster. So obviously that means that you have to be able to output faster as well, high quality products, and we have set a number of goals or targets for ourselves that are very ambitious. So yeah, there's a lot involved.
I have known both Kevin and some of the other nice people from Chile for some years, and I think that what has always been a driving factor is that you are very ambitious in every step you make.
We're not happy with roof shots, Morten. We're only happy with moon shots, and then we'll be happy with Jupiter shots after that.
And is that, I mean, of course that's a challenge, and I think the challenges are the positive way of getting to the next step. But are you sometimes too ambitious on your customers' behalf?
I don't think we're too ambitious. We have to manage it, obviously. We have to, you know, make sure that we can walk before we can run. But today I'm pretty sure that we can walk. We're pretty good runners as well. So it's time for us to speed up and to access the next level.
Fantastic. And you know, in just a moment, actually in a few moments, we're going to have a new demo. And this time is with an actually real customer of yours, right? So that is very exciting.
Absolutely. That's what we love to do.
Thank you very much, Fabian.
Thank you.